Taurus, thank you so much for joining us for your weekly reading for June 14th to June 20th. If you're not subscribed to us, please go ahead and subscribe, Taurus. We'd really appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. We're going to be pulling a bunch of cards for your week. We have where you've been from, where you're kind of heading, like the general pathway that you're running down right now. We have your problem that you're facing this week, and then any kind of solution. We have a guidance card, and this card wants to come out too, so this will be your outcome here, Taurus. So let's see what Taurus has going on. We're also going to pull one card here for just kind of like your general energy for the week, Taurus. So Taurus, again, thank you so much for joining us this week. And let's see, here we have a win-win outcome is in the forecast, so definitely something positive to start out on, Taurus. That's good to see. With where you've been coming from, Taurus, we have the Two of Cups. So this is kind of like entering some kind of new partnership with somebody. This doesn't have to be a relationship, Taurus. This can be like you're just like working together with like a friend or something, some kind of new friendship, some kind of new partnership. It could be love as well, though, Taurus, of course. So just take it how it resonates. With here, with the pathway that you're heading down right now, we have the Ten of Wands. So this is kind of an energy of like being a little bit overburdened, but it's not too negative though. Here with like the Ten of Wands card, tens are all about completion and end of a cycle. So even though you're feeling like a little bit overburdened, you're carrying too many things right now, as we see with the rabbit here, you also have the opportunity right now to kind of like let those things go. So if you feel like you've been taking on too many tasks recently, or if you feel like this relationship that you've entered right here, these people that you met are just like a little like overbearing, or they're maybe putting too many things on you right now, especially if you kind of like get started in like a new relationship or something. There are so many adjustments that you have to make with that individual in order to, for both of you to kind of like meet each other halfway on a bunch of things, or to kind of recognize like where you agree on things or where you disagree. So if you're entering some kind of like new partnership, again, it doesn't have to be love. It can be like a friendship as well. It can just feel like a little like overbearing, not necessarily overbearing. It's just like a lot of stuff, If you start like a new friendship with somebody, you need to get to know them. And right now it's feeling as though you're just have like all these tasks right now to get to know this individual, but also tens, completion of a cycle. So maybe you'll have the opportunity here, Taurus, to kind of just like, okay, just let things go a little bit. Here with the problem that you're facing, we have the Five of Pentacles. So this is definitely being outcasted from society a little bit. Or just being outcasted from like a good situation as well. We have like the two rabbits here outside of like a church. It's all like warm and vibrant inside, but outside it's snowing, it's cold, it's frigid, but they always have each other here. These are two bonded rabbits here out in the cold together. So whoever you've met, I'm also getting the vibe of like whoever you've met in this situation here, maybe they're helping you like let go of like all these burdens that you have. Maybe you've been in like a bad situation for a long time, Taurus, but this individual is kind of helping you heal a little bit. I see here that you could also have a lot of worries, a lot of anxieties that you're holding on to, and this individual could be helping you maybe not letting go of those right now per se, but just learning to let go. So you're working through that process right now. Like they're out here with you. They're out there in the cold with you. It doesn't have to be outcast from society or something. It doesn't have to be like living in destitution. It can just, have like this feeling of like, okay, everybody on the inside here, they know what they're doing. They don't have these same anxieties that I do. But Taurus, you're facing these kind of anxieties. You're holding on to these things right now. But this individual, they're out there with you. They're going to go through that battle with you. So this is positive to see, especially with like this win-win outcome in the forecast here. Yeah, as your solution, we have the Nine of Wands. So definitely learning to let go right now. You've been beaten up a lot. We have the rabbit here with kind of like the bandage on their head. They've gotten beaten up a lot, Taurus. So maybe there are things, and it doesn't have to be like things from the outside. It doesn't have to be like people assaulting you or something, or people like attacking you, or like a negative like workplace or a negative like family environment. It can really just be something from within as well with like this Wands energy. It can just be things that are kind of like tormenting you personally, anxieties that you're holding on to. Right now, this is the period learning to let go, especially with like the recent full moon in Sagittarius that we had. If you're not taking this opportunity right now to kind of reevaluate the anxieties that you're holding on to and learning to let go a little bit, you're kind of setting yourself up for a little bit of failure here. You're not setting yourself up for a win-win in the forecast. Here is a guidance card. What you need right now, we have the Eight of Swords. So pretty negative, seemingly negative card, I'd say, right? So we have this rabbit here, and they're kind of surrounded by all these swords. It's just a frightening looking card, especially with the colors here. We have like these like pops of like orange, and we have like this like water down here at the bottom. So this rabbit's kind of stuck in a situation where they're feeling I mean, you could be oppressed by like a really bad situation right now too, Taurus. However, this rabbit here, their hands are bound, their eyes are browned, they're blind to the situation around them. They can't see where they are. They can't feel their way out either. But their feet, they still have their feet, so you can still walk out of the situation. So I think that what this is saying is, maybe if you are in a toxic situation right now, maybe if you are in like a toxic household right now, Taurus, this is saying, look, you still got your feet, you can just walk right out of that situation. And so long as you walk out of that situation, you can kind of like find like reorientate yourself a little bit, and then also work with this individual here, this person who's come into your life recently. That could be the person. You could just be fearing like, maybe if I walk away from my family, or maybe if I walk away from this group of friends that I had for like a long time, but they've been really toxic towards me, definitely don't leave your friends for somebody who you just met. But if you have like this really toxic group of friends in your life, and you have the opportunity to build new friendships or to enter some kind of new relationship with somebody who's going to like help lift you out of like all these anxieties that you have, this is like what that's saying. It's saying move forward, just like walk out of the situation. Don't rush too heavily out of the situation, because of course, you're still blindfolded, you're still bound in some way. You're still feeling restricted, and you're still surrounded by real oppression. There are all these swords around you right now. So, if you, kind of like rush and thrash out of this situation, you can end up kind of cutting yourself, end up hurting yourself by maybe just kind of like running into these individuals and just kind of like creating conflicts with these individuals that could end up hurting you as well. So just like find a way to slowly step out of this bad situation that you're in right now, Taurus. And here with your outcome, this is super positive though. There's a lot of bad things here. This whole reading's been a little bit bad, but we have the win-win outcome is in the forecast, and your win-win here is the 10 of Cups here. So this is very positive to see. This is like, just like feeling completely satisfied. Unlike the normal, like the Rider deck for like the tarot thing, it has like this like happy family here, like under like the rainbow and stuff. I kind of prefer that we just had the rabbits here, just playing. Maybe you're with like that bonded individual that you found, and you have like these like other people in your life, or like these other goals and ambitions that are just coming to fruition right now, and they're just kind of rushing around you. This doesn't have to be just about like a happy family situation. It can just be about self-satisfaction as well, or satisfaction with these individuals who are coming into your life right now, Taurus. So Taurus, thank you so much for joining us. Again, a little bit of a scary situation that you're in right now, but so long as you find a way to kind of strategically get yourself out of this situation, slowly begin to walk your way out of this bad situation, and you're gonna find that you have this individual here with you who's gonna help you out. And if you work with that individual, and if you get yourself out of this bad situation, and you kind of throw off a lot of these anxieties, at least your outcome is looking pretty bright. This is as bright as it could possibly look, Taurus. So I'm pretty happy for you. Thank you so much for joining us. If this resonated with you, please check out your sun, moon, and rising. And also, please subscribe because it helps out a lot. Like this video and comment as well. Kind of tell us how this reading resonated with you. Give us any feedback or suggestions, because it helps out with the algorithm, kind of like steers things in our favor. So thank you so much for joining us, Taurus.